All right, guys, I am back with one more pre-weekend update. And this update is in regards to Disney's Marvel and the whole MCU. So there was a new trailer that was released today that I checked out called Echo. And I didn't know that this was coming out. I don't really follow Marvel, definitely not like I do DC. I know DC through and through. But Marvel, I'll watch stuff as it comes out, but I'll tell you that the only show I've been able to watch on Disney Plus in its entirety was Moon Knight, and it had a ton of issues. And there was something else. Oh, I watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the Falcon, whatever it was called. I watched that too, and it was completely forgettable. I can't even tell you what the show was about. What was good, though, and I absolutely loved, were all the shows that they had on Marvel. Or on Netflix, on Netflix. Now, before I get into this little discussion I'm going to have, I would appreciate it if people who are Marvel fans, if you could help me out here and tell me which shows on Disney Plus that Fisk has shown up in. I know he's been back. I'd like to know which show he was in, because I'm going to check that show out. Because Echo is definitely going to tie into that, and it's also going to tie into Daredevil, Born Again. And I'm going to have to suck it up. And I watched 2 or 3 episodes of She-Hulk, and I just couldn't stomach it. It was horrible, but yet had this enormous budget, like feature film budget. I couldn't get through it. I'm probably going to have to go watch it because it does have Daredevil in it. And but let's talk about the Marvel shows on Netflix here real quick. Those shows were freaking amazing. When they would drop the shows on Netflix, you could watch the whole thing. So I'd catch like the whole season in like a weekend. They had, I think, 3 Daredevil seasons. They had 2 Punisher seasons. They had 3 Jessica Jones. They had the Defenders. They had 2 Luke Cage seasons. I watched those, loved those. The only things I didn't really like were the Jessica Jones. I thought they were kind of off compared to the other ones. But the other episodes were amazing. And I even liked, I forget the name of it. It was the other one about the guy who could do karate with his fist. I think it was with his fist. I can't remember the name of it. That was probably my favorite outside of Daredevil. That was probably my favorite thing. And that had 2 seasons, and the second season ended with a cliffhanger, and I would have liked to have seen that continue on. But again, Marvel doesn't like male heroes. They've totally moved away from it. But I hear that they're going back, and there's a rumor that they got Robert Downey Jr. coming back to play Iron Man. I saw that come across the news. So he is probably going to be coming back, and they're going to be moving away from Kang and moving into using Doctor Doom as the main villain of the Marvel Universe going forward for this next phase. And so they announced, what was big was they announced this show. They released the trailer for the show Echo. And I'll leave a link to the trailer in the comments below so you guys can go check it out. It looks dark, and it's the first mature rated show from Marvel and Disney that's going to be on Disney Plus. Now, they did move all of the Netflix stuff over to Disney Plus, and it's all MA. But if you haven't seen those, check them out while you have a chance, because things can come and go. They may end up nixing those and getting rid of them entirely. Like I said, this is why I like physical media. And I've actually made my own discs of those shows in case they ever get yanked out. I love those shows. So this show looks very much in line with that. It looks very dark, very serious. It does have a female hero, though. And this is the only aspect I don't like. Not that I don't like it. I'm definitely going to check it out because the only one they had on Netflix was Jessica Jones. I think this is going to be a step up from Jessica Jones. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know this character at all. So if anybody has a link to a video that they think would be a good explanation of who this character is prior to me seeing the show, I'm probably just going to wait to see the show, though, to be honest with you. I want to see how they're going to introduce this character. I know nothing about this character at all, and I'm looking forward to it. And what's best about what Disney is doing is this is going to be the first Marvel show that they release all the episodes at one time. So if the show's good, I am going to binge it. I wish they would do this with the Star Wars shows as well. That has worked well for Netflix. It drives in big numbers when they get released. This week-to-week stuff, I don't like waiting. I hated waiting week to week to see the Ahsoka episodes and Andor. I really wish they would have just dropped them all at once, and I wish they would go to that model. It makes it a more enjoyable experience to kind of binge these things over a weekend. It's just I think it's a better model. What do you guys think? Have you guys seen the Echo trailer? What do you think of it? I think this is a step in the right direction. It looks more mature. It looks serious. It looks like it's going to be something pretty phenomenal, to be honest with you. And I will absolutely review that show when it gets released. I'm looking forward to it. The other thing that Marvel also announced is that the Daredevil show is being completely redone by, I can't remember if it was the people who did, I think it was the people who did the Punisher series. I can't remember. The Punisher series on Netflix. One of them came back. Someone big came in from a more serious show to kind of take over. And I did a whole video about Disney hating men. And again, that was another example, and I didn't even talk about it. But in the Daredevil show, in the original iteration, and why they kind of are retooling everything is the fact that he didn't show up until the 4th episode as Daredevil in his own show. It was like more of a courtroom drama. He was put in the background. Disney's all about shelving their male heroes and putting females out in front. And so this is going to be a big step in the right direction of giving, those of us who are adults some good entertainment in regards to the superhero genre. Because I'll tell you, my favorite Marvel film, and I think this is a flawless 5-star film, is Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like that movie, to me, amazing. And it was done by the Russo brothers. I wish Warner Brothers would pick up the Russo brothers, to be honest with you. Those guys know how to direct movies. And that Captain America and Winter Soldier, to me, is a perfect film. I couldn't tell you how many times I saw that in theaters. I own it. I love it. It's a fantastic movie. All right, so what do you guys think about this news? I will be back with more updates as things come out. I do appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as I have new videos go up.